I'm going to answer this question for you. How to know whether to move from a home studio to a commercial studio. How to know if financially it's a good move, especially for better exposure. The question for me of when you move from home to a commercial premises is you've just got to do that. I started off at home and jumped to a commercial place. And then I've been, back to home and did it out in a caravan and over here and back, and now we've got an office. I wish I had jumped earlier, okay? So here's the benefit of home is obviously that you save some money. So there needs to be a period of time when that is, your most valuable thing that you've got is the resources to deploy. So when you're in those early years, it's probably not wise to spend your last $1,000 on a commercial place, okay? Because you should be putting it into marketing and team and things like that. But most people don't jump too soon. Most people make that jump way too late, okay? And so what happens is they develop very unhealthy habits around home, right? They spend more time at the fridge than they do making sales calls, right? And that's a massive mistake, right? I meet people that can recite to me the reruns of Dr. Phil. Why? Because they just happen to walk past every day and get caught spending 28 minutes watching some big bozo Texan talk people down, right? That stuff is not helping you grow a business, okay? So it doesn't draw the best out of you when you're at home, because you can kind of get up late and you can kind of leave early and you kind of no one's accountable and no one's peering over your shoulder, okay? It doesn't draw the best out of you. So that's why I say, once the money thing's fixed, get out into a commercial place and put team around you, because it just makes you lift your game. Now, the second reason is, for me personally, I really enjoy leaving office at the end of the day, and I've got a 14-minute drive to home, and in that time I can change my mindset from I want to crush the world to I need to be present with my kids, and I need that transition time to be able to do that. If it was home and family mixed, I would be a horrible person until 9 o'clock at night when the kids are in bed. Why? Because I just don't have that clear delineation between work and home. So there's many reasons why you should do it. If I was going to get exposure for my business, now it goes from an expense to an investment. The reason why you get a premises that has exposure is marketing. It's part of your footprint and your marketing being out there for people to see it. Now you can go and measure the effectiveness of that. So go and get the place, build a brand in town, get everyone to see you, bring them in, measure how much you're bringing in versus what are you spending. Now there's a commercial benefit. If you can actually be seen in this place, you actually have a full commercial benefit to doing that, okay? So I understand that at the start it makes sense to conserve the money only as long as the money's being put in the business somewhere. It's been put towards marketing, it's been put towards customers, but at some point and way sooner than you're comfortable, you've got to jump and get a space, okay? And for example, if you go back 10 years, you would lease a place, okay, and you would sign a lease for 3 to 5 years, and then you would go in there and you'd put your phone system all through and have it all wired and do all your sign writing. And then if you outgrew that place, it was a massive cost, because you've got to get out of a 3-year lease, pick up your $10,000 phone system and move on and pull down all your sign writing. You don't have to do that anymore, okay? You don't have to do that anymore. You can go to a co-working space in a hot desk, and then when you've outgrown that, go to a little office, and then when you've outgrown that, go to a double office, and then when and in terms of a phone system, you can jump onto a product like Avorra, Avorra.com, Avorra.com, where you can have a phone system set up in minutes that you can scale up and down and take anywhere in the world at no cost. You can just, as long as you've got a web browser, you close your phone system, you move to the next office, you open your computer, and your phone system is back up and running, okay? We just live in a world now where you don't have to make those massive big decisions. You can be nimble and move, and that's the beauty of being in business in 2019, 2020. So my answer to you, the fact that you're even asking that question says you're probably staying home too long and you need to go out and get into a commercial place, okay? It will force you to level up and lift your game in business, and that can only ever be a good thing. It's too easy to play small when you live at home or work at home. When you live at home, it's kind of essential. To work from home, it forces you to play small a little bit and talk about the dream instead of actually going to build it.